On to page 3 of the Standard. Violate curfew and risk 2 weeks in quarantine. This is from the Ministry of Health, and of course this was highlighted yesterday as they were giving the updates, the daily updates on where we are with COVID-19. And those who violate curfew hours will be arrested and placed under mandatory quarantine, the Ministry of Health has said. Additionally, the ministry seeks to employ technology to monitor congregations of persons past curfew hours, a move that may invoke more restrictions. Remember, over the weekend, one of the revelations that we got is that parties are still going on. There's still been party after party in some areas, and this, of course, is in complete disregard to the government directives by Ministry of Health and also the World Health Organization. One, of course, of the terms that we have learned now is what we're calling social distancing. And if people are still partying, then this, of course, is not being adhered to, and that also includes wearing of masks. So the ministry may have to employ technology to ensure that these parties cease and stop happening as a result of defiance from Kenyans. And of course, this just slows us down in dealing with this pandemic, particularly as a country. So quite a number of restrictions are likely to take place if Kenyans do not, if I use the words of Mutahi Kagwe, do not behave. And directive issued that Dr. Mwangangi said that despite the stringent directive issued by the government, there are still cases of individuals who still find a way to congregate or travel in and out of the counties that are on lockdown. Remember, we also had an incident where we had an ambulance authorized to go and pick some young Kenyans who were just having a good time, really, and were drunk and had gone past curfew hours. But sending an ambulance to do something like that is completely unacceptable. But that's the Kenya that we're in. So that's a story that you may want to read and see what restrictions that are likely to take place. Again, this calls for individual responsibility. What role do you and I have? If you know your neighbors are still partying and gathering, do we have a responsibility to ensure that we let government know that this is happening? Because at the end of the day, this is going to affect each and every Kenyan. Should